We're on a Vauxhall Astra here. I did come to this because it was hunting on its idle. The revs were bouncing up and down. I took out the coil packs, they were full of oil, and you can see the cam covers leaking down the front, and it is on every corner. I done a diagnostic test and got system lean, so I've been checking the intake for leaks and stuff, but found nothing. Purge valve and everything's okay, so it's possible that it's cracked a cam cover, or it's dragging air in through the cam cover. So I'm going to get this replaced along with the coil pack and plugs, because they were absolutely dripping. If you have us on Instagram, you would have seen that. But what we'll do, we'll start taking this apart, get the cam cover replaced, plugs and coil pack. So we'll pull this off first. Cover off. We'll knock back this orange clip, then press down on this and it'll pull the plug off. T30 coil pack bolts. I'll get them out. Get this coil pack back out, and you can see it's dripping with oil again. So it's crucial that we get this rotor cover replaced. This was only 2 days ago and they filled right back up. You can't even see the spark plugs. Next part now, pull out this yellow clip here. Oh. See that? Press down on it and unplug it. Pull the harness out. I'll pull up on this. Now we've got an E10 driver because we need to take all these bolts out around the rotor cover. PCV pipe you have to pull off. That's that pipe off. That's the cam cover off. I did do it off camera because it's hard to pull off with one hand, but it just lifts straight off. And anyway, you see them O-ring gaskets there? Those are the faulty ones. You've got this PCV system here, which I think could have been the fault, along with the gasket and the leak. So all this needs to be cleaned off. We need to take the plugs out and clean all this out as well. One normal-ish plug out. See the electrodes are very burnt on the outside, so you can see the slant on them. And that's the other plugs out, absolute state. You can see the ends of the electrodes are burnt off again. Just going to turn it over with the plugs out now. Get rid of that oil. That's it done. I haven't went too far because I don't want to knock any crud into it. So the new cam cover, you can see how proud up the gaskets sit. That's so they don't leak. So if we torque this down, this will let the engine heat up and cool down without just squashing this gasket flat and then causing another leak. That's the importance of torquing things. It gives it room to expand and contract rather than just blasting it all down and squashing the gasket so it can't do any work. That's what the gasket does. New plugs to go in. You can see the electrodes are nice and flat and the gap's so much better. Put the spark plugs in now. That's them torqued up. Always put some lithium grease on the seals so when we put it down we can get the right position on it. New coil pack to go in. It's pre-greased as well. And I have put the cam cover back on, torqued all the bolts up. That's it finished off and we're looking good. So it's running nice and warm there, which is running perfect.